hurt Inoue.
There is that part of the fight, Nonito and Rachel, where you have to be patient. You know,
That's the thing is, especially the patient kind of just
it took Rachel to be here for me to have.
hand and hook just exactly just like that. You know?
Isa sa may turing na future world champion ng Philippine boxing itong 100% undefeated na Pinoy na si John Mindoro na may 10 wins, walang talo at may 10 knockouts sa kanyang kartada, kung saan nag-iisa lang ito sa Philippine boxing, lalo na nasa super welterweight pa ito lumalaban. Ngayon lang March 13, 2023, nasubok ang galing at tibay nitong si Mindoro nang dumayo dito sa Pilipinas ang world-class boxer na Hapon, ang kamag-anak ni Inoue na si Takeshi Inoue ng Japan. Ito ay may turing na pinakamalaking laban ni Mindoro sa kanyang karera. Ngunit hindi ito basta-bastang kalaban si Inoue mga tol, dahil nga lumalaban na ito sa world title at talaga namang napakaganda ng record dito na may 19 wins at may 2 losses at 11 knockouts na nagmula sa dalawang magkasunod na panalo, kasama na ang pagsungkit nito sa WBO Asia Pacific Super Welterweight at OPBF Welterweight title. Tara mga tol, ating panoorin kung paano nakipagsabayan ang batang Pinoy na si Mindoro kontra sa veteranong Hapon na si Inoue.
Especially the patient kind of just
It took Rachel to be here for me to have.
hand and hook just exactly just like that. You know?
Dala ni Mindoro ang kartadang 10 wins, walang talo at may 10 knockouts, habang si Inoue naman ay may 19 wins, 2 losses at may 11 knockouts. Ito ay para sa depensa ni Inoue sa kanyang WBO Asia Super Welterweight title na naganap sa Okada Hotel and Casino dito lang sa Pilipinas sa undercard sa labanang Casimero versus ni Tungwa. Sa pagbungad ng unang round mga tol, naging mainit na kagad ang palitan ng suntok ng dalawang knockout artist.
Good size for two of them will be. When two knockout artists get on top of the ring, you were saying anything can happen.
Anything an uppercut that landed, and sometimes it can be Takeshi Inoue in your style, and I think a good straight. You know, the similarities between Mindoro and Yumir is pretty.
Yumir likes the short route. I covered that's Olympic boxing. In the meantime,
You want to take your time, and being impatient can cost the fight. Oh,
Get
good
stumbled.
overhand.
you were saying,
Yes, like I
Inoue
said.
stumbled.
and that rocked in a way. And look as, and usually when the knockout artist sees that opportunity, he important is the uppercut. If you
Mindoro
want
being the taller guy coming in.
straight at the chin, could which for many fighters. In the meantime, Inoue walking into trouble, and Mindoro blasting.
Inoue starts to move backwards when Mindoro attacks. Because of his range, Inoue is just sitting right there in that perfect range for Mindoro to tee off on.
Want to throw the punch.
Mindoro, the Filipinos love the KO artist. Oh, but the overhand right hand of Inoue on target, rocking Mindoro a bit. Oh, Inoue coming to life here.
Coming in with overhand and hook, just exactly just like that. You
And
know,
for all you know, you could be slammed and hit by that.
and what Takeshi needs, Inoue needs to come in and tee off on the body.
Hopefully, Mindoro
Walk,
Yeah.
you take lightly.
Because 19 fights, and he also has 11.
With this, the overhand from Sweat.
Rachel, that seems to be the go-to punch of Inoue. He likes doing that,
beautiful Okada, Manila, Philippines.
and no question about it. You have to put up a better game. In the meantime, time remaining is 1 minute and 20.
Good counter hook by Mindoro.
Yes, and that forced Inoue to backpedal a tab there.
He got impatient throwing the jabs.
Headbutt, clash of heads a couple
That
times.
could be possible. Inoue with his own version of the uppercut. Nonito, when you're in the ring, just when the face lunges at you, is it really so big that you can use?
Zone. And when they get into that hits, just want to throw those punches and set up.
Oh,
Here goes that uppercut again.
here we go.
15 seconds left. Can you put him away?
And he's throwing it wildly at that. Suddenly, this alarm clock usually tells boxers, let's go for it.
Sa round 4, nagsisigawan ang mga Pinoy fans nang umatake na si Mindoro, ngunit matibay din itong si Inoue na nagpakawala din ng kanyang counters.
And
Trying to take these shots from Mindoro and decisions only, so he has not been knocked out yet.
In that, for Mindoro, the overhand that landed because again getting that distance. And this might be,
might have going into this fight.
but in this round, he's like, I taste it. Like your analogy with the shark.
Inoue doing a good job of clinching.
Inoue loves this distance. He loves being on the inside.
Yes, I'll stay here. Why go outside when I can throw big punches right here? Time down to 30 seconds in this.
This round, like,
You're right, Rachel. Probably that first round.
my view right now, seeing him breathing, and his power seems to diminish a little bit.
He's not throwing that jab, and that jab is not being. It's not advantage of the distance that he's gaining to throw his overhand right.
There's Mindoro attacking and getting to be anxious and eager to finish off Inoue. You know, Inoue is a little like Joe Frazier, just staying there, just stalking inside. Doesn't want the distance because the distance could be advantageous to Mindoro if he decides to go back to that jab.
I think if what reaction
Or other angles to work with. Oh, there's a slip. There's a slip. Hang on, the referee. So, you've been fighting mostly in the States.
Yes.
You've seen that, huh?
Did you see how he just Mindoro just kind of stuck his? And the problem with that is that he leaves that out there. It gives Inoue.
Watching the corner of Inoue, they're vociferous in here.
good uppercut, good overhand.
This is a 50-50 fight for Mindoro now.
Well, it's hurting Mindoro.
Oh, that's a good point. Like in this situation.
Fighter, but the experience that is giving that momentum for Inoue.
There's some fighters
Trying to get right in there with Mindoro. And
yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah, and seeing good body shot by Inoue. And I think this is what happened in the earlier rounds, or the previous rounds. Inoue was moving around a lot to see what Mindoro is doing, and now he's pressing this round and just doing what the phone booth fight.
Inoue is very comfortable in that right here. This is his favorite.
Well, like you said, Seb, they love to pour you down in a corner.
Yeah, which might
Nice
not,
left.
which might not be the most prudent thing to do because you're
That distance, but Inoue is showing that Mindoro doesn't want to trade within that distance right there. He's just very comfortable. He leans on him, which is exhausting for minutes.
Yeah, wobbly and very straight. Oh, an overhand from Inoue.
Tuloy pa rin ang aksyon dito sa kalagitnaan ng laban mga tol kung saan gustong makakuha ng impresibong panalo ang dalawang boxers.
saying.
That was the uppercut.
And Mindoro with a good second win recovery here. And Inoue forcing Mindoro to get tied up. And he's hurt. Now he has hurt Inoue. When the one fighter starts pressing your head down, you can tell that they're desperate. They're tiring out as well. They're separate a minute and 20 work. Not throwing it a lot compared to the earlier round. Oh, Inoue with a good Mindoro. The upper wet right now.
Inoue trying to put him back on the ropes again.
And stopping Inoue, but now Inoue is playing. That was actually pretty good coming in with.
Oh, the left hand.
This guy is tough.
Yes.
Well, both guys are tough.
Yes.
And the thing about powerful combination.
These are the middleweights, you know. I don't as well as Rachel deny, right? Sharing this really began.
It's blush.
Oh, good Mindoro. Now trying to pounce on the opportunity. Inoue clinching again.
A good body hook.
It's not consistent.
Give it a go.
And will that bother Inoue?
Whoa! Nearly.
And now he's just trying to press overhand again from
He does
Inoue.
not want this fight to go.
Feet.
Mindoro's mouthpiece had come out.
Ooh! Mindoro gets round number 9. The last 3 rounds of. I know, and all that jazz, but it's part of the fight game as well.
It's definitely part of the fight, and especially you get a guy like Inoue who is pushing forward and try to just close.
I have a sense that Inoue could be leading in the scorecards. Huh? if he is just by a slight margin, but he could be leading right now to 1 minute and 7, round number 9.
Overhand.
All that jazz, but it's part of the fight game as well.
It's definitely part of the fight, and especially forward and try to just get Mindoro any distance to step back. Oh, good overhand.
Nice right hand.
And that was
A slight margin, but he got the blood. I see someone, it could be opening up just a little here.
and Inoue setting up that
Leaning on you.
Exactly, yes.
Time down to 1 minute and 7, round up here for this card. What?
They came to fight, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Come up. That's
Yes.
exactly what it
Very
is.
ineffective. That Inoue is
Sa round 10 mga tol, hirap pa rin hulaan kung sino ang nakalamang sa laban, kung saan malakas pa rin ang pinakawalang suntok ng dalawang boksingero.
Normally you throw the jab to keep the opponent at bay or to set up your other hand. In the meantime, Inoue
Part of the ropes to put Mindoro back on.
stepping back a little bit, and now he presses again. But because of that jab, of being the shorter guy, Takeshi Inoue overhand again.
Sneaky little uppercut by Inoue.
More rounds.
for either side, the uppercut.
And the uppercut, yep.
You know, Inoue is a grinder. He's a hard worker.
By throwing
That's
punches.
exactly right. And more than anything else, Mindoro is bothered by the persistence of Inoue, actually.
That overhand just keeps landing
Yes.
by Inoue. And this is his advantage. This is his fight. And again, another over.
Either. I also believe the other side, he's not throwing. I would love.
Juncture.
You know, you can tell that these guys, body shots coming from both of
No,
these guys.
I don't think so. If we do
I think it was just all head punching.
it's all
Actually, he just did
I heard that Donaire is talking
Yes.
about it. Okay. The action here.
I think he was listening to you as well. He did an overhand and a hook after that.
Through, we will be there. We will visit you.
You can see that both guys' power are not as dangerous as it was earlier.
The last bell and the announcement, it's final round, will probably.
I think they really need to press the gas on this one, especially
Both
the last
sides, huh?
round.
Both
Both
sides.
sides.
Good left hook
Good.
that time. To be able to get this one, he needs a special performance here in the head.
Good hook.
Yes, he's now in nailing, you know, time and again. 3 straight attacks, and he's scoring. But look at the counter punching of Inoue.
Inoue loads up on that right.
This is why he's able to press forward, because this is why he's pushing the fight right
Yes,
now.
he is.
A good
Oh,
uppercut
yes,
by
sir.
Inoue. But Mindoro coming back with his own a little uppercut as well.
The uppercut has been the golden punch here in this fight. And both have unleashed it.
Both have both.
Straight attacks, and he's scoring. But look at the counter punching of Inoue.
Comes down to body positioning. Takeshi Inoue is in that he's able to press forward because
You win, you're smiling from ear to ear. You want to fly home with a win.
well, this is why he's pushing the fight right
Yes,
now.
he is,
by
sir.
Inoue. But Mindoro coming back with his own a little uppercut as well.
The uppercut has been the golden punch here in this fight. And both have unleashed it.
Both have both up. Referee broke that action up.
By Inoue.
And that's where he's going to.
45 more seconds.
There's short seconds to go.
It's actually a nice shift for Inoue.
Yes.
But I think it was an accidental shift.
And there is to the ropes. Final 10 seconds.
Doro's exhausted. Come on. Just a little bit more.
He has survived, most likely, this fight. And both fighters acknowledge each other's abilities at the end.
Pagkatapos ng laban mga tol, ang isang judge ay nagbigay ng 115-113 pabor kay Mindoro at ang isa ay nagbigay ng 117-112 naman pabor kay Inoue at ang huling judge ay nagbigay ng 114-114 kaya nauwi sa draw ang laban. Ngunit sa score naman ng mga fans ay panalo si Mindoro sa 117-112. Sa inyo namang score sa laban mga tol, kung sino ang panalo, ilagay nyo lang sa baba at basahin ko yan isa't isa. Salamat sa inyong suporta sa mga kapwa kong seaman, mga OFW at mga boxing fans.
Lagi niyong sundan, huwag magpapahuli. Pag-usapan ni bakbakan, balita niya at laban. Mga Pinoy na di nagpapagapi. Salamat sa mga suporta na lagi nandyan.